We like to think that society is encouraging people to be their unique selves. The world needs people that are different. They're going to be trendsetters. They're those that think outside the box. They bring color to our world by the talents they bring, the personalities they share, the styles they wear. But is society really pushing that for itself? I've been different since the dawn of time. I wasn't the class clown. I wasn't popular. I wasn't sought out to be someone's friend. I was invisible, really. I was too quiet to be noticed. Why didn't I talk like everyone else? Why didn't I fit in immediately? I didn't like myself because of this, and I didn't feel like I could fight it at the time. That I could just let this all go and copy the way other people behaved in the world. I couldn't be like them. I was programmed differently. Though for a while, I felt bad about myself, I surrendered to it. No one was really out to harm you for who you were. You were just abandoned, outcasted. I feel like, though, as you grow and mature, as you figure out who you are and where your place is in the world, the isolation that came to being unconventional would progress further. Maybe that was simply for being who you are as a person. The way you presented yourself to the world made heads turn. Maybe you didn't fit in a box, and the people around you didn't like that. They didn't like that they didn't understand you. They didn't like the fact that you weren't like others, or like them, or even what they want you to be to benefit their own image or fit their value system. It's like things always had to be a certain way. You had to look a certain way. You needed to behave a certain way. You should be thinking a certain way. What you wanted for your own life had to similarly follow past generations. Had to be like others around you. If you didn't follow in line, you'd become a target. I ticked off nearly every box you could think of that opposed traditional values. My dreams were not like other people's dreams. My definition of happiness wasn't creating a perfect, happy family. My career path wasn't driven by money. Mine was driven by freedom. Freedom? But that wasn't realistic. But living a dull, repetitive routine for the rest of my life didn't sound appealing enough for me to feed into it. I was a risk taker. I needed life to be the way I want it to be. I didn't fear death. Others did, and I should too. I should be afraid of poverty. I should be afraid because this is my only life, and I would waste it. But I didn't believe death was an end-all be-all. But how? How could that be? People believed what they could only see. But I'm not like other people. At this point, I'd sound ridiculous to the conventional ear. People probably thought I was delusional, and they did convince me to turn into their ways. I did try for a while. People attacking my values for years made me feel like something was wrong with me. I wanted to be like other people for so long. When I did, I was rewarded love. It was the only time I really felt loved in my life. I was accepted for being their version of myself. They probably thought I was happy for a while, but no one really knew. I never opened up to anyone about how I truly felt doing this. Being someone I was not. Even though everyone liked me for once, I hated myself. The way in which I presented myself made me extremely insecure and disgusted with my self-image. I couldn't stand being in my own skin. I'd avoid all mirrors in public. Facing myself, knowing this is what others saw, felt wrong and unbearable to accept. This wasn't who I was, but they thought it to be. Life didn't feel good anymore. Fitting other people's molds was exhausting every day. At some point, I wondered if this was worth it. Was it worth not being yourself in order to be accepted? And sweep through life doing the correct thing, rather than my own thing? What would doing my own thing be like? It required saying no to people, something that scared me. It meant disappointing someone, and I never wanted to hurt people I cared about. I just wanted to be happy, but I didn't understand happiness could look this way. But it became less and less of a scary thing once I started embracing my differences. It was like once I was in, there was no going back. Loving myself for the first time would not be the short for somebody else. It became addicting, and I was flourishing. I knew others noticed. Some had to see it to understand another version of happiness. But there will always be hard-headed people. I had realized that. Not everyone on earth could possibly root for my values, or understand how I viewed myself, or accept my outlook on life. You'll never be able to please everyone, no matter how likable you are, or successful or beautiful you may be. The point of life was not to live it for someone else. This was your unique experience, played out through your eyes. Your world was not meant to look like someone else's. What you knew for yourself was your truth. That version of life you want for yourself was your key to happiness. Being different is an empowering experience and journey. It's certainly not easy, and though I'm proud I came to be this way, there's always a small part of myself that wished I was like everyone else, for the sake of having an easier life. But I wouldn't be experiencing the satisfaction of these trials, and maybe that's the point of life. It wasn't to just live, then die. It was to cultivate an experience. This was mine.